So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I am way too lazy. I'm just way too lazy to make new friends. And it's not even about being shy, being an introvert, being busy, or even not liking people. It's just I lack the emotional energy to do that. I lack the emotional energy to start from scratch. I know that might sound cold to some people, but let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth Chiji, and if you're here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about how I'm just way too lazy to make friends. I'm so excited for this video because this is something I've been thinking about for almost a year now. I think from the half of last year, I was like, wait, I think I'm over this. I think I don't want to do this anymore. So let me paint a scene for you guys, right? So you meet someone, they ask for your number, you give them your number. Before you know it, you're in a group chat or they're texting you, let's hang out, let's do this. And then it hits you, oh my gosh, I don't have the emotional energy for this, or I actually don't want to do this. Because do you know what kept happening, guys? Or probably what even keeps happening? No, I think that's the past. Is I would meet people and I'm like, oh my God, this is so fun. I can't wait to be, to see where this goes. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a friendship. We had such a connection. La, 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 da, da, da. And then, probably get their number. We start texting. And then I'm like, ooh, I think I'm not ready for this. I know, guys, I know I sound like a guy that's scared of commitment, but that's not the issue. I'm not scared of commitment. I just simply don't have the time to do that right now and the energy. And that's all you're going to get from me, And I feel like right now, making new friends as an adult is like dating. It's like dating, but without the flirting excitement or the flirty excitement. Because you go through the awkward phase of getting to know them and texting back and forth. But of course, this time, there's no romantic excitement to carry it. It's simply just vibes. So one would say, okay, it's like a talking stage for friendship. And sometimes like dating, it fizzles out, people ghost you, or people are gonna use you, whatever. And it honestly takes a lot of emotional energy. Now, I also want to emphasize that this is not me just like laying back and be like, well, I'm too lazy for that. I don't want to invest in community, this. It's not like I'm lazy. I would look at it as I'm intentional. And okay, maybe a bit of laziness as well, but let's focus on the intentionality, right? I'm a very intentional person. Listen, I don't like tooting my own horn because I'm not the president of friendships. I'm not the one that tells you how good a friendship is or how a friendship is supposed to be. But I take my friendships very seriously. I only have 3 friends, and those 3 friends are close friends. I'm going to talk about this in another video. I'm so excited to make it for you guys to watch it. But I only have 3 friends. I am very intentional about being intentional with making intentional friendships. So I'm not the kind of person to just like, chat, chi, and then we're like, oh, we're besties, we're friends. Even if it's a joke, that word won't fly out of my mouth. And I know how hard it is, how much work it takes, how much consistency it requires. Sorry guys, the sun keeps setting. How much consistency it requires to build an intentional friendship. How much consistency, how much work it takes. So every time I feel like I'm ready to build a friendship, I'm like, Ruth, sit down and think about this. Like, don't be quick. And we need to learn to take relationships, we need to learn to look at friendships like relationships. That's the biggest issue. You all are so quick to enter friendships, but then you're like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I'm just taking time for myself. Sometimes you may not be ready for friendships and you need to take some time for yourself. Maybe you're not a good person. Maybe you have some hurt, some trauma that you have to deal with, and you don't want to carry that. And you better not carry that to another relationship or a friendship. Maybe you need to sit this one out. Maybe you need to just be alone. Yeah. And I think one of the things I hate about building new or making new friends is I have to let them know who I am again. Guys, I'm not doing this again. For the next friend I will make in whenever, I'm not telling you my story. Listen, I'm not telling you what I went through, the heart, the trauma, the things, my favorite color. We shall know ourselves as we go. We shall know ourselves as we go. I'm not doing this. I can't keep telling people my story. It's getting draining. Even I'm tired of telling it. Like, do you know when you talk so much that you actually have to like, whew, you have to actually like breathe and be like, okay, let's go. Like, no, I'm so tired of sharing my story. And listen, I'm an oversharer. I am an oversharer. That is why that's actually one reason why I actually don't like, making new friends, especially as frequently as I thought I was. Because listen, I would try and build friendships with like five different people, and they will all know something that I probably didn't want them to know. Because I was so high in the moment that we were making a social connection that I thought was a soul connection. Clock it. Clock it. And I also want to point out now, as I mentioned earlier, I have three friends. Those three friends are all long distance. So it's just, I would say I'm alone. I'm alone here, right? But I'm not sad because I'm not lonely. I'm not sad because I'm not lonely. Wow, it just got real dark. I'm not sad because I'm not lonely. And I'm so happy with where I am. So I feel like what that has taught me is to learn to be okay with being alone. And listen, I've always been okay with being alone. It's just that I feel like for the past year, I felt like I had to always be like I felt like I had to always belong with a couple of people. I had to always be friends with, even if it was just one person, I had to be friends with somebody. I had to be in a group. And I'm like, no, babe, chill out. Pump the brakes. I'm currently now in a season of peace. Like my mind is peaceful. I'm at ease. The connections are built. The friends I have, perfect for me. I'm amazing. I am just amazingly amazing. I'm amazingly okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And the thing is, people are gonna look at you because you don't have people to hang out with. You're probably always by yourself. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're so lonely. Are you okay? Are you okay?" Side note: I hate when people do that. Don't ask me if I'm okay, like you're expecting me not to be okay. That's a form of gaslighting, and I don't like it. Someone will literally come up to you and be like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm good. No, are you really okay? I am good. Okay, thanks for checking, honey, but I'm good. And honestly, maintaining that peace is more important than collecting people. I was in a phase where I was just collecting people. Hey, 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 yeah, 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 not anymore. And to add on that, please don't feel pressured by society to be in a group or to even have a friend. Let it happen naturally. Let it happen naturally. Listen, I have tried I have tried forcing things. I have tried putting myself out there and doing the work in these friendships. And I've also tried letting things happen. Let God let it happen. I believe in God. You might believe in the universe, whatever. So I've tried that and I highly recommend that. Let it happen as it's supposed to. Because if it's supposed to, it will happen. If it's supposed to, it will happen as it is supposed to. People will tell you, no, you need to like do this and approach and well, maybe you need to. Okay, this varies. If you've this varies. Okay, but me, I highly recommend letting things happen. Letting things happen, your people will find you. Your people will find you. I know it sounds cliche, but let me tell you, if you keep pursuing these friendships, it's never gonna work out. It's never gonna work out. I'm gonna look in the eye. So don't let society tell you that if you don't have a group of friends, then that's sad. You're sad because you look lonely. I look lonely, but I'm not lonely. Everything is not as it seems. What's even sadder and what's even lonelier is being surrounded by people and still feeling lonely. Do you know how sad that is? Do you actually know how sad that is? You're surrounded by people and you're still lonely. Don't do it, babes. Walk up. Walk up and leave. Stand up and leave. Please. Just find what works for you. For some people, they don't do friend groups. Some people do friend groups. Some people trios. I don't do none of that. I need to have my friends separated. Maybe we can hang as a group here and there, but I would prefer. I feel like I'm more intentional, and I find it to relate better when it's just one on one that I'm having with this person. So please don't let society fool you. Yes, I know it's nice when you see people going on those girl trips and they're like a bunch of five, or like staycations and they're like 20 friends. Let me tell you, with those 20 people that you see them hanging out with, those 5 people, they probably only have one friend. And that's one of the things I'm going to mention in my video. It's going to be titled, You Have Less Friends Than You Think. I'm so excited for it. So just because they're hanging out with a lot of people doesn't mean that they're friends with them. Guys, don't let society pressure you into doing anything. Go at your own pace. You know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, find out about yourself. Get to know yourself. Ask people around you and do some soul searching and find out who are you really and what do you want in a friendship. Now, I also want to address a misconception. I'm not antisocial. I am just intentional. All these things, it's actually just about intentionality, right? I'm not antisocial, I'm just intentional. And I also want to emphasize that I'm open to friendships. This is not like I've closed my mind, I've locked my heart and thrown the key in the ocean. No more to friendships. No, I am open to friendships. What I'm not open to is chasing them. So you know how someone can be like in a season of singleness and they're not actively dating, but when the right person comes along, sure, we can get into this relationship. You get what I mean? So that's where I am, and I'm so comfortable there. So I'm not chasing friendships. I'm not chasing people. And maybe chasing people can look like I'm not initiating anything. Chasing people can look like I'm not gonna go for hangouts to meet friends. Does that make sense? So just live life. Listen, just live your life like booza baza. Just live your life like that. Again, they will come. So I don't want to make it look like, oh, you can't talk to me. I don't want no social connection. I don't want no friends. I'm okay. No. I talk to people and one would think we're friends. No, I relate to people. When I want to relate to people, I will definitely relate with you. But when it comes to building friendships, I'm honestly not there at the moment. But I'm open to that if it does happen. And just before I end, if you ever feel guilty about outgrowing people or not forcing connections, you're not alone. Please, we're human. We're people. We're growing. Every day, our choices, our decisions, our minds are changing. I woke up like 2 days ago and I realized, oh, I'm not friends with these people. They're actually just acquaintances. And do you know what's funny, guys? Again, I'll talk about this in my next video. But I had not been at peace with that decision. As soon as for a while, I was like, am I really friends with these people? Am I really friends with these people? And me, I don't like stress. Anything that would stress me, I don't like it. So it just like I felt like my frontal lobe just, like how you screw and I was like, wait, I don't think I'm friends with them. I think we're acquaintances. I think we're good acquaintances, and that's that. So it's okay for your mind to change. It's okay to outgrow people. It doesn't make you a bad friend. It doesn't make you a fake friend. That's why I hate when people say that, oh, a red flag is someone that doesn't have friends from high school. All my friends from high school, I don't drop them. All my friends from primary school, I don't even know where they are now. Do you get what I mean? So it's okay to outgrow people. You are growing. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you lack consistency or you don't know how to maintain friendships. No, it just means you're growing. You're learning about yourself. You're learning what you want in a friendship. You're learning about, listen, it's okay. It happens, and be open to it. Don't put yourself somewhere that you know quite well you do not belong in, because you will never be peaceful in that place. You will never find peace until you leave that environment. If you're in a group of friends and you know that these are not your people, but you're always there because I don't want to feel lonely, I don't know how they're going to take it. Honey, when you need to leave. And let me tell you, when you leave, it's going to be hard. But then you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy because you don't have to put up a front with these people that you probably know don't even like you, or with these people that you don't even like. Does that make sense? So learn to remove yourself from situations. We have free will to an extent. So, it's okay. Remove yourself from situations. Place yourself somewhere else that you will grow, that is good for you. and just generally live a peaceful life. So you don't need to have 10 friends, like I said. You need peace, you need alignment, and you need honesty. So if you have not yet been able to find that, it's okay to sit back and wait for it to happen. Especially if you've been in a situation where you're the one actively pursuing these friendships, because that's where I was. I was actively collecting friends and just putting on myself so much burden, friend heart and friend breakups. And then I was like, I think it's time for me to sit this one out. And then guess what? I met my best friend, and it's been an amazing journey ever since. So this is just what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys found this helpful, insightful, and most of all relatable, because I know I did. And I'll catch you guys in my next video, and bye.